Welcome to Red V TV, supported by Chapel House Cars for the 2024 season. And if you're watching this video between January the 20th and the 28th, Car Swap is now on. Head over to chapelhouse.co.uk. Kevin, there is 28 days to go. You know what that means.
It means it's time for our number 28, and that's Dayon Sambou. And Dayon is sponsored by Cultivate.
Cultivate creative.co.uk, a design agency based in St. Helens. They believe in better design, simply done. Their in-house skill set is tailored directly to your project. Some they'll use every time, others depending on your requirements. So if you think you're already good at marketing or have good marketing, you'll be really impressed by the difference they can make.
Excellent.
Do you know what? I'd have been really good in the day at like the jingles or radio stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, like on Radio City or something.
Yeah.
Soon to be gone, Radio City. A local company, Cultivate, George Street. Excellent. See, once again, local company getting behind the boys. Love to see it. Anyway, no offense, Cultivate. We're not here to talk about you. We're here to talk about Dayon. Dayon is a centre or winger. Came through Woolston Rovers and Ryland Sharks. Younger brother of Jamar, who was on Saints books for the past couple of years and who has moved on to Oldham. Really kind of exciting, described as strong and speedy. And he's been consistently in the centre spot during his academy year, especially last year. Now, I know we've just got out and signed Wanga Blake. I know we've got Connie Harrell. I know we've got Mark Percival, Ben Davies, these types who can play kind of across the back line. But once again, it's always good to know that we've got someone with a bit of pace coming through and knocking on the door of the first team.
Yeah, he's one of the prospects who've been added to the squad this year, who I know the club, again, like all our prospects, they have high hopes for. He's obviously represented Lancashire and England at academy level. That photo on the screen, Kevin, that was the academy grand final. Was it academy grand final last season against Warrington, when Wigan unfortunately got binned off for cheating and naming too many subs or bringing too many players off the interchange bench. It was really exciting, that offload that Dayon did in the centres. It was like Jamie Lyon, Matt Gidley-esque, getting the ball out the back for his winger to score. He's got something about him, this lad.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because the first thing I thought of with that pass was, how Matt Gidley-like is that? And once again, if that's someone that he's basing his game on and being able to get his hands free and get it out for his winger, or know kind of when he wants his centre to do that, if he's out on the wing, then what a career this young man will have. He signed a 2-year contract as well until 2025. So, like a lot of the prospects who've come through, Saints have given the lads that time to kind of show what they can do. There's no full pressure on a 1-year contract. Dayon's got the 2 that he can possibly go out, play a little bit for North Wales Crusaders if we went down that route again. Hopefully more like Swinton, go out on dual reg if they need an outside back. Play reserves and just get some game time and really make his game kind of flourish. Being surrounded by the players I've mentioned in the centres, take as much in from them. I wouldn't necessarily expect him to be making a first team appearance this year. That's not to say he can't, but I'd be surprised it'd be a proper injury and suspension issue if we ended up with Dayon starting a couple of games, I think. But that's not me saying that he as I say, he can't do it. And I'm sure that his season this year will be just preparing himself to be ready for that first team should the opportunity come along.
It does make me smile, Kevin, when we're saying will he potentially base his game on Matt Gidley? Now, unless he's got a Saints TV subscription and he's watching all these old games,
Yeah.
Dayon was born in 2005. He would have been 2 when Matt Gidley signed for us, and 5 when he left.
Right, we've got to stop doing these. I cannot have people in these when I am like when I was 25 and they weren't even born. We've got to stop doing these, Dave. They're making me feel really old.
We have to start saying, to base the game on the Mark Percivals of this world, which isn't a bad player to base your game on. But if we ever interview any of these young lads, just remember that they don't remember the players we do.
Yeah, I think
it's like asking Mark Percival, do you base your game on Mel Meninga when he never seen him play?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, even I didn't see Meninga play. You know what? I know this because in a former job, I was in a school, and Paul Sculthorpe was doing an assembly, and all the little kids were looking at him, and he said, and the teacher went, "Do you know who this is?" And he went, "A rugby player." Now there's a big picture of him in his rugby kits at the background. He said, "Yeah." He said, "Do you know who he is?" And they're like, "No." And you know, when you just think, "Oh my God, how do people not know who Paul Sculthorpe is?" Then you realise it's a load of primary school kids who just see him as a big man who's turned up. He's not like the star that we remember. He's just a man. Oh, Dave, why have we gone from bigging up Dayon Sambou and saying how quick and strong and speedy he is, and now we've just made ourselves feel old? We're finding out that he was born in 2005 and people don't remember who Paul Sculthorpe is.
Yeah. There's nothing down for you but us on Red V.
Oh, there is, mate. We'll have hopefully we can have a chat with him soon, but just please don't make us feel as old as we feel now.
Yeah, absolutely. But when we've signed Wanga Blake, and obviously he's coming on a 1-year deal, and again, we've discussed it a couple of days ago about Mike Rush. He says you've got to have a pathway open for these academy starlets to potentially progress to, so they can see the light at the end of the tunnel to a route to the first team if they keep doing the right things. That's why we're potentially only signing the likes of Wanga Blake just to a year, because we need to obviously evaluate himself, but evaluate the prospects coming through as well, and working out where best to lay the money.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I think I'd be surprised to see Dayon play first team this year. But going forward, exactly that. Your squad will still it'll change. So even your players who are currently ahead of him but not first team may well end up leaving the club, may well end up moving positions. The first one that pops into me, Ben Davies, and I know we've still got to talk about him in a couple of days' time. But Ben Davies may end up a second row. Well, all of a sudden, if he's second row rather than centre, then there's another person out to Dayon's way. And as long as Dayon can keep using his strength, his speed, his skills that he's got, who's not to say that he's not going to be a young man wearing number 3, 4, 5 in the next couple of years?
He's wearing number 345. He hasn't done very well.
We've got a big squad. Might have increased the salary cap by then. But Rushie's still paying him the same.
Right. That's us done and dusted. We'll be back tomorrow with another player preview. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and head over to chapelhouse.co.uk and see what deals you can find with the car swap. Catch you soon.